Hey, how's it going, guys? Garcia here with another portfolio update. So in this video, I'll go over any moves I made in the portfolio, give the breakdown, show what I posted on Twitter so far today, and I'll give the shout outs at the very end of the video. So let's get to it. Today we closed at 122,000, but we're up to $123,467.12 after hours. And you might hear my dog Coco bark here and there at any of the squirrels and birds around, so just excuse her ahead of time. All right, so let's get to it. In the small account, we were up 2.3% today, so we did pretty good today. And we're up 1% after hours, so we're doing pretty good on the past week. 4.7%, 3.2% in the past month, 35.6 in the last 3 months, and 38.7% year to date and all time. All right, and let's check it out. The RA, we were up 2.5% today, up 0.7% after hours. We're up 4.2% in the past week, 3% in the past month, 17% in the last 3 months, and 27% year to date, and that is all time as well. Okay, so in this account, we did make some moves. So I did sell NVDA today. I sold it pretty much at break even, if not like a slight loss. I just didn't like the idea of holding this leveraged instrument at a time where NVIDIA is going to start feeling a little choppy. Here, I'll show you guys NVIDIA. So NVIDIA is back at $120 after hours. You need quite a pretty good recovery. Look at that, $20 in one day. I mean, it was nice. But until earnings, I don't want to play the game of holding this leveraged instrument at a time where I think it might be chopping around, in the 120s, 110s. And notice between these two peaks, between June 18th and July 10th, that is a 0.48% drop, right? So remember those two dates, June 18th, July 10th. NVDL. So June 18th and July 10th. So even though NVIDIA was pretty flat, down 0.4%, because of it being a leveraged instrument, excuse me, this chop meant that this bled out 3.5%, even though it recovered pretty much, even though NVIDIA almost hit the same level here. So instead of hitting 85 or 84.90, it hit 82. So even though it's around the same levels, like what was NVIDIA at? These just to kind of show you guys the... Okay, so here, NVIDIA was 135. NVIDIA was 134.90, almost 135. And then NVIDIA at this point is 121. And you'll notice the steep declines as it's trying to reach these highs as well, from 85.25 to 82, all the way down to 63. So you could see my concern of holding this for a very long period of time. I don't want to be holding it for too long. And same goes for BITX. I'm thinking of just holding this for one good pump to maybe the 80,000 range. And then I'll start selling some off here as well. Because, I mean, look at the drop here from March 13th to May 20th. That was a 19% drop, 19.4% drop. And Bitcoin, why is it not showing up here? Am I not seeing it? Interesting. Oh well. Either way, the point is I don't want to hold it for too long, so that's why I took profits early. All right, so moving on. Let's see here. No other changes besides that. Let's go to the big account. The big account was up 3.8% today. So we did pretty good, up 3,600 on this account, and continuing up 1.1% after hours. So we had a pretty good day with Jerome Powell, implying that he's going to be doing a rate cut in September. So the market's like that. He reiterated that the economy is getting strong, is remaining strong. The labor force is weakening a little bit. So as they control that side of the equation, they have to drop rates to do that. So, the market's like that. So for the week, we're up 4.3% in the past week, up 2.7% in the past month, up 31% in the last 3 months, 42% year to date, 17% in the past year, and 12.7% all time. And here, every couple days, I do like to keep track of how I'm doing compared to Palantir. As I'm opening and closing all these contracts, cash secured puts, I'm opening and closing, taking profits here and there, taking some losses here and there. I want to make sure I'm not falling behind and I'm not running in place or doing so much with this account that's supposed to be all in Palantir. As you can see here where it shows portfolio diversity 100% up on the top right. It's not taking into account all these options that I'm selling, in the account with the margin. I want to make sure I'm still outperforming since February 5th when I really turned this account into an all-in Palantir. So I usually go year to date, and I start February 5th, right before their earnings. And I check, okay, how is the portfolio doing? I'm up 79%, 79.29. All right, so 79%. How did Palantir do from that same date, February 5th, to right now? So, yeah, from 79%, Palantir has done 62%, 62.8%. So, that's a good thing. That's a good thing that since I've been doing this, I'm still outperforming. So let's go to a shorter time frame. Palantir is up 24% in the last 3 months. We're up 31% in the last 3 months. All right. In the last month, we are up 2.89, and Palantir I think is going to be higher. Yeah, 7.4% in the past month. And the reason for this discrepancy is because I had covered calls on Palantir as Palantir was shooting up the whole month of July. So these covered calls were kind of creating a drag. And as Palantir kept going up, the lack of cash secured puts was allowing this drag to continue and continue and continue. So, but I think in the past week, I think I'm outperforming Palantir again. As Palantir is down 4.15, I am up 4.4% in the past week. So I outperformed by 10% in the past week. So that's the goal. And I think I do want to be more picky on how heavy I go into these options plays. For example, I sold the cash secured put on Celsius. It's taking up $5,000 in collateral instead of tying up $30,000 or $40,000 in NVDA, especially at those levels. And the reason I chose Celsius is because it is at these. Look at that. In the past year, it's flat. Year to date, down year to date, but it's at $47. Look at that. Celsius hasn't been $47 since June 2023, almost 2 years ago. Wow. So let's see, where was it here? Oh, a year ago, August. So I think here's where we're going to be seeing a lot of support for Celsius. But if not, it's only $5,000 that's tied up. So it's not going to be a huge, loss to the portfolio or a drag if I have to close this at a loss later on. The goal is to open more cash secured puts on Palantir right before earnings. As the price of the options gets even higher and higher, I'm thinking of selling some puts for August 9th and probably selling the same ones that I closed today. I might just sell some at $26, if not a little higher, maybe. Collect a little bit more premium, a little bit more risky. But hey, I've never shied away from risk on this account. So if I were to use, let's say, half of the portfolio value on this, I'd probably sell 10 of them. Collect $1,900, add it to the to the cash. So, all right. So with that, let's go on to, and if you're liking the content, please like the video if you're watching it, and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it, you guys. So today, I created this little edit. A software-defined machine like the Jaeger from Pacific Rim won't be so far-fetched in the future.
Neural handshake strong and holding.
Right hemisphere is calibrating.
Left hemisphere calibrating.
Proof and transmitting.
Imagine, Anduril machines being ran with Palantir software in the future. It's already happening now. So thinking of these massive robots, it's crazy to think about. So I'm excited to be a shareholder of Anduril when the opportunity comes up. And today, if you guys didn't know, we had the FOMC Festival, guys, headlined by Jerome Powell, and your other headliners, Janet Yellen, Philip Jefferson. Oh, hey, baby girl. Come on, little baby girl. She just wants some pits. All right. Let's see. And anytime I see IWM, the homie Steve Two Bacon, I know he's making bank. On Twitter, he's been very vocal about, he's been sharing his portfolio transparently, being all in IWM. He has been all in small caps for pretty much the entire year. And ups and downs, he's been holding on, and he's going to start making bank. So, here, investors using MACD, EMA, RSI, parabolic SAR, stochastic oscillators, Fibonacci retracements, and Ichimoku clouds before buying. Look at all the gear the dude's wearing. He looks like a RoboCop. That looks like he nailed it. Me buying the dip based off of gut feeling. So, honestly, I do use some indicators, but honestly, I sometimes I'll buy first and then I'll check the technicals to see if I should have. Or I'll kind of do several shots, where if I'm thinking of buying 100 shares that day, I'll buy 25. If I start seeing the price action really move down, I'll just hit the buy button, and then I'll start looking. Okay, should I wait a little bit longer? Should I just start buying more now? That's when I would start looking at other things. And I think that's gonna be it for today, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Here, everyone who deserves a shout out, for helping the channel in some way or another. Thank you guys for the support. Hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.